Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds in the welterweight division. This bout is brought to you by Mark Nielsen of Nielsen Boxing in association with John Trethui of TM14 Promotions and their proud sponsors, Allegra and Nutravita. This bout is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Your area representative, Des Reese. Your timekeeper at the bell, Stephen Pucci. And your third man in charge of the action in the ring, referee Bernard Oyet. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, he is wearing the black trunks. His official weight of 10 stones, 12 pounds and 5 ounces. He is a veteran of 33 fights. Hailing from Rotherham, England, United Kingdom, introducing Nathan, the Invisible Man, Darby. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the black and blue. His official weight of 11 stones, 5 pounds and 5 ounces. And tonight, he is making his professional debut. Hailing from Windsor, England, United Kingdom, introducing Nathan Barrett.
Gentlemen, let's keep it clean, let's keep it professional.
Nathan Barrett makes his debut here at the York Hall. And as you can hear, as you can see, he's brought a huge legion of fans with him. A traveller, and he's sold over 300 tickets for his debut. Great amateur pedigree. This kid can fight. He's in against the durable Nathan Darby, who out of his 33 contests has only ever been stopped once and only won 2.
They call him the Invisible Man. It'll be interesting to see if on his debut, Nathan Barrett will be able to find him.
Well, yep, I think we can already see why they call him the Invisible Man. He's on his bike.
I mean, he's there to test the skills of Barrett, you know, on his debut. Like you said, he's come from a strong amateur pedigree. You know, he's European silver medalist, 5 times national champion, which is no easy feat. He's a skilled operator, but, you know, Darby's job is to make this difficult for him.
Yep. Martin Bowers, who trains Nathan Barrett, says that this kid is the real deal. There's high praise of him. He's got a nice composed look around him, hasn't he? Only young, but he holds himself very well.
He looks comfortable in the ring, you know, as his professional debut. He looks really comfortable in there. He's made an assertive start. He's landed a nice couple of rear hands to the body of Darby.
What I notice about Darby is that he actually moves well. His defensive positioning's not bad, but his offense is non-existent. The way he's poking those punches out, I'm shocked he's a professional. It's an odd way to try to get leverage on a punch.
Yep, he's one of those guys that's very, very elusive, hence the name, the Invisible Man. But the offense is pretty non-existent, but that was a lovely short right hand there from Barrett, who delivered the shot really, really well. Solid shot to the body as well. Looks like he's got a little bit of zip in his shots here, Barrett.
Barrett's doing a good job of cutting the ring off as well and stalking his opponent.
He's just taken a couple there from Darby. Just slightly snapped his head back, but, you know, he's coming back. He's staying composed.
Yeah. I mean, even that left, you'll say he snapped his head back, but it was a pawing shot. These are awkwardly thrown punches.
Yep, he's switching stances, he throws them, so he's not really getting any power in them, but I think that shot's more out of desperation than throwing to hit the target. You look at that and he trips over his sort of feet, because let's have it right here. Nathan Darby's in survival mode already in this first round. I think the hitman, Nathan Barrett, is doing a good job here, just stalking forward and making Darby work when he doesn't want to work. He's controlling the space here with his feet. There's a big composed look around Nathan Barrett here. I like what I see.
Yeah. I believe you also called it from the Invisible Man right there at the beginning. It's about his footwork and staying out of harm's way. He is light-footed, but I think from what I've seen in the first round that Nathan might just be able to get to him inside of 4. And I don't see a knockout coming, but I do see some big shots and some sharp, crisp punching coming from Nathan Barrett.
Well, here's the thing, see, from Nathan Darby, it's all about survival. That's the moral victory here because he gets to fight again. He's got a couple of fights lined up. He's got one on the 27th of this month. He's also got one on the 10th of October. So, like, he wants to stay
active.
Active, yeah. I mean, that's exactly where he needs to be. He's in this one tonight on the 27th, and he's got one lined up, ready to go again. So he needs to stay clean. He can't afford to get cut. That's the way that they earn their living. And I think for Nathan Barrett, it's all about trying to make a statement. Let's pick a guy that never gets stopped. Actually, he's been stopped once in his whole career. He's been in with a lot of prospects, and if we can stop him, statement made.
And I think if he does make that statement, he'll do it in style.
I would venture a guess, Spence, and I don't know, that all of those fights have been 4-rounders. I feel like he's got a formula for 4 rounds, and then inside of that time, his opponent may not realize that his punches don't hurt, and by the time you find him, the fight's over.
Yeah, well, you absolutely nailed that, Radio, because most of them have been over 4 rounds, and he has ventured out to 6 a couple of times, and guess what? He survived all those as well, so he's going to be a tricky guy to get out of there because when they're elusive like that and they're not sitting still, they're difficult to pin down and difficult to get any shots off with. 4 rounds to do that is hard because you've got to look to slowly break and chip away at your opponent. Barrett's doing the right thing here. He's stalking forward, he's cutting off the ring, but it's going to be a frustrating night for him.
Like you said, he doesn't have the time, the luxury of like 8-10 rounds to actually systematically break his opponent down. He needs to get to work and start landing those shots almost immediately.
I don't even mind starting a career on a fighter with a frustrating opponent. Not just give him a tomato can of somebody to knock over, but make him think, make him work on things and work towards a knockout.
I'm totally with you on that, Radio. I think that it's much more beneficial. He's in with a kid here who's got a lot of experience, and he's going to learn from this. He's going to look back on his career and go, I took so much from that. You come in, you blow someone away in a round. Yeah, it's great. Everyone leaves happy. Whoa, that's amazing. We actually haven't even found out anything about yourself, and you don't know what it's like in a pro ring. So this is good work there. Lovely shot there from Nathan. Little body shot that went in. That was good work right underneath the elbows. Darby took that shot well. But yeah, I like this. It's a whole calculated look around Nathan Barrett. I like what I'm seeing.
In the end, Nathan Barrett is having his opportunities. You're right, he's cutting the ring off well, but he could, I think, take better advantage when he does find Barrett when he does find Darby, to execute combination punches and not just touch him on the jab.
Well, do you know what it is though with debuts, and we talked about this earlier on in the program, I go like with the debuts, he sold 300 tickets here, high expectations, good amateur turning pro, brilliant words coming from the gym, the rumours are circulating around the gym. It's the emotional pressure that these young kids have got to deal with that takes away from the performance because they feel like they've got to deliver, maybe over-try sometimes, and you don't see the best of them. But what I'm seeing here is a nice look. We saw him there, he slipped the shot, tried to come back, but yeah, Darby was not there to be hit, he'd gone in there, but the move was there is what I'm saying. There's things to work on, and I like that.
When Barrett is having success, he's accepting one punch, and that's enough. He needs to follow that shot up, get 2s and 3s. Even if they don't land, which I think will come if he's continuing to touch Darby, then he will accumulate some punches and be able to find his opponent more easy. One shot here is not really enough to get it done.
Yeah, that's a fair comment, and I think that's what we need to see now. We know we're going into the last round here, and we just want to see him really third round, really putting his foot on the gas now, turning the screw Let's see a little something. You've got your couple of rounds under your belt. Nerves are now gone. You know, the endorphins are now taking over. The adrenaline's pumping. Let's turn that nervous energy into positive energy. And let's see what happens here in the second half of the contest.
It would be nice if he can add one more tool to the arsenal or make an adjustment that gives him a little bit more offensive success.
Well, I think the kid's got the ability to do that. I really do. I think that when you look at him, you know straight away. You go, look, the kid sort of holds himself really, really well. He's got a good shot selection. He's thinking in there. He's showing good composure, good maturity for a young man making his debut. Now we want to see him putting the shots together. If we see that, you've ticked all the boxes. But to be, sorry, Prayer, what I was going to say was, but to be fair to Barrett, they haven't chosen an easy opponent to look good against. When they go, so you get a guy called the Invisible Man that's only won 2 out of, 33 contests or whatever he's had, you go, you're in for a tough night.
Exactly, and he's got an awkward stance. He's a tricky lad, he's slippery, and, to put those combinations together, it's difficult when the person's not in front of you anymore.
A little tussling there on the inside. The Invisible Man is at least tangible.
But it would be good if Barrett can find his range and put his punches together. It will really showcase the skills that he's got and make a statement on his debut.
Look, if I'm going to be hypercritical, I think that's what's missing from Barrett. He turned there, he slipped ahead, turned ahead and got it away from the shots. But if I'm going to be hypercritical, maybe just throwing the single shots and the 1-2s. I get it that it's difficult to get off with more than 2 shots when your opponent's moving, but trap him in the corner, pin him down and let the combinations, just relax your punches, let the combinations flow. Like I say, I think he looks like he's got the ability to be able to do that. Whether he can execute it tonight is a different matter.
When Barrett has found Darby in the corner, he hesitates looking for the perfect shot. He needs to just keep touching him and keep him on the end of those gloves, and the perfect shot will come.
I think you hit the nail on the head there, Radio, because, he just needs to take a few more risks just to, really solidify his statement into the professional ranks. He's completely capable of doing it.
He's in with a very tough guy, a guy that they would call the backbone of British boxing. They call them journeymen. They turn up to give these young fighters all the experience, help them develop and turn into the champions of tomorrow. But they have to overcome these frustrating nights. And I mean, without the Nathan Darbys of the world, this game would not exist.
Yeah, you see, Spence, that Barrett is now fighting in a little bit of rhythm. He is enjoying himself in there.
Just walked into a jab there as he came forward with his relaxed guard. He needs to be a bit careful.
I like that, though, because there's absolutely nothing on that jab. It's like a fly landing on your nose. Just keep working. Find your offense and force me to be proven wrong. Let's make Darby land something that you can feel.
I'm going to use that one. I've never heard that one, but I love it. Like a fly landing on your nose. Brilliant. Only Radio Raheem.
I learned from the best, Spence. I got to have my own iconic tagline.
Absolutely, man. You know that I've got a few in the locker.
Yeah, put that one in the book for me.
Oh, it's there, baby. It's there. Yeah, we've had a brilliant night of action here at the York Hall Bethnal Green, and there's still some brilliant fights to come. Top of the bill, Arnie Dawson versus Marley Mason over 10 3-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Make sure you guys stay tuned from that. But now, in the ring, making his debut, Nathan Barrett against Nathan Darby, the experienced man, the Invisible Man from Rotherham in Yorkshire. Only ever been stopped once, and I'll tell you something, guys, I don't think he's getting stopped tonight either.
He's not getting stopped tonight, but to Nathan Barrett's credit, he has slowed Darby's feet a bit. There's more engagement now. We're in the 4th round. We're getting some more action. I take that as a win for Barrett, that he at least has found the Invisible Man and made him fight.
He's cutting the ring off well, is Barrett. Good body shot went in, he felt that twice. Don't worry about the waistline, let the referee do his job.
He lands those body shots, those bolo shots to the body. You can see the coaches in the corner telling him to come over with a lead hook to the head as well.
Yep.
Which is exactly what we're wanting to see from him.
Yep, let's try and build on that. Single shots like we're talking about. We go with this. What comes after that? What comes after the right hook to the body? We want the left hook to the head, followed by the straight right hand through the middle. That's how we go. We got to build. It's like building blocks. You know, you start at the bottom, the foundations are built, and then we start working our way through. And that's what you got to do as a fighter. You got to slowly chip away and use the engine right. You know, it's like, that's the way, that's how you learn, but you only get that through experience, and this has not been a bad debut.
I like what I've seen from Barrett. He's progressed through the rounds. These are the most engaging minutes that we've seen here in the 4th round, and as it should be. He, in each round, made improvements, got closer, did a little bit more, and even though this won't be a highlight reel, it will be a learnable and teachable moment.
Yep, I totally agree with that. It'll be a night for sure that Nathan Barrett remembers, and one that Nathan Darby will probably want to forget. But lovely right hand there from Barrett again. This is where the single shots here. I want him to throw 4, hoping that he lands one as opposed to throwing one and missing. And that's pretty much where he's at here.
Under a minute to go. It'd be nice to see Barrett land maybe one big clean shot to punctuate his debut. He's looking for it, and I think he might just find it. There's 30 seconds to get that nice highlight reel off.
Yep. Just to keep Radio Raheem happy. Come on, where is it?
What else are we here for?
Guess what, Radio? I don't think we're going to get it. We're on the countdown, 20 seconds to go. I think that both guys have accepted. We may hear the final bell
Barrett.
here.
Land that big one in the last 10 seconds.
Get us out of our chairs, mate.
Radio, you're winning the fans over, mate. We've even got biases going.
He went for it. There's a little screw shot there for you, Spence. This is all I'm asking for.
There you go. 4 entertaining rounds. It'll be a night that Nathan Barrett certainly remembers. And Nathan Darby come and done what he set out to do, and that was last the distance. Frustrate Barrett in many, many ways. But I enjoyed that performance, and I'm looking forward to following the career of young Nathan Barrett, who certainly has bags of potential. But guys, can we salute, take our hats off to the ever reliable Nathan Darby for putting in another great performance.
Right, so here's my theory on why Lucas Roderick wins inside the distance. He's got a guy that's 118, lost 9. There's 118, there's 140 of them inside the distance, which means he comes to win and he comes to fight, which means he's going to be in the pocket and he'll have 2
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the referee scorecard. Referee Bernard Oyet scores the bout 40-36. And your winner, Nathan Barrett.